Sir Wirt.
Many animated films fall on the wayside, usually due to expensive budget, creative differences, controversy, or just halted for no apparent reason. Today's countdown will be the top 7 cancelled animated non-Disney films. This list will be quite a trip. Let's begin, and I hope you enjoy.
Disney wasn't the first company to attempt to create an animated adaptation of Pinocchio. The Adventures of Pinocchio was an Italian animated film directed by Raul Verdini and Roberto Spano. The film was produced and created by Cartone Animante Italiani Roma, or CARE. It was both Italy's first animated movie and the first animated film adaptation of the Pinocchio novel. Where it finished, it would have become the first cel animated feature film ever, beating out Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by 1 year. The film was to be made by CARE and was commissioned by politician Alfredo Rocco in 1935. It was to be the first Italian animated movie and a faithful adaptation of the novel. It had an estimated budget of $1 million and plans for 100,000 drawings a year. Technical problems put a damper on production, and the company ran out of money to make the film. In the end, it left all the work unused. Co-director Raul Verdini later tried to complete the film and convert it to color. The attempts were unsuccessful and remained unfinished. Some people believe that a small portion of completed animation from the unfinished film still exists in the archives of the American Study, but otherwise, the film is assumed to be lost. What remains are a few stills and the script and a book based on it. All there is left are a few screenshots from the unfinished film about the titular character Pinocchio. Whether you grew up in a Christian, religious, or secular household, at least everyone knows what VeggieTales is, regardless if you love it or hate it. It was my favorite back in the day. The series has been ongoing since 1993. VeggieTales has spawned over 50 plus episodes and 2 movies. But did you know that there was another VeggieTales movie that was in the works but cancelled early in its production cycle? That movie is known as the Bob and Larry movie. It was cancelled due to Big Idea's bankruptcy in mid-2003 at the time, and the humans being too hard to animate around that same time. The only known plot points of the canned film was that it was going to be about how Bob and Larry met. According to Big Idea, the movie would have introduced a new character, a boy named Dexter, as a starring role. Bob and Larry resided at his nightstand. No video footage of the movie has been released. The only proof of its existence is concept art and a color script. Phil Vischer has stated that he still has the full script for the movie, but has no plans on releasing it to the public. On March 28, 2019, it was announced that Universal was talking about making another VeggieTales movie. Before April 23rd, it was unknown if it was a revival of the Bob and Larry movie or a completely new film. On April 23, 2019, Phil Vischer confirmed that the new VeggieTales movie is not the Bob and Larry movie, that he was going to do another VeggieTales movie idea instead, if the film does get greenlit. Bobby's Girl is an unfinished animated film produced by Ralph Bakshi and John Kricfalusi. Bakshi saw the potential in Kricfalusi and decided to work on a project with them. The film was to be a parody of 80s teen films like 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club. When Bakshi pitched the film to Jeff Saganskij, the president of TriStar Pictures Production at the time, he was given $150,000 for production of the film. The funding prompted Bakshi to move back to Los Angeles. However, The duo was evidently unable to fully produce the film by the time Sky left TriStar, which forced Bashki to repitch it to TriStar. The new executive didn't see the appeal, however, and ended up cutting off his finances. Later, Bobby's Girl was reworked into a potential primetime series titled Susie's in Love, but this also attracted little attention, leaving the entire project dead. Artwork for the film can be seen on Bashki's book, Unfiltered, The Complete Ralph Bashki, as well as on his official website, and on the blog of animator Jim Smith, who also worked on the film. It's unknown if any actual form of animation had been made. However, mostly just concept art and storyboards is the only material that is available from this unfinished and lost film. Power Rangers Origins was a proposed CG animated movie adaptation of Saban Entertainment's 1993 to 1995 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers live-action TV show. Itself is an adaptation of Toei's Japanese live-action series, Kyoru Sentai Zeranger. The film was to be produced by Saban brands ZAG Incorporated and Onyx Films. It was never officially announced, but production was allegedly halted in 2012, presumably to focus the brand on the then upcoming 2017 live-action film. The animated film's existence came to light when a development trailer narrated by Don LaFontaine was discovered on January 29th, 2015, by a member of the Ranger Board Forums, a website devoted to the Power Rangers franchise. Initially, fans were suspicious that the video is official, but the video has been uploaded onto Vimeo on September 5th, 2013, by a director working for the French animation studio ZAG. SAMG Animation, a Korean studio ZAG had partnered up with multiple times in the past, lists Power Rangers 3D on the website as a 2011 project that worked on in collaboration with ZAG. Shortly after its discovery, Saban Brands and Onyx Films pulled down nearly all copies of the film's trailer. While the original video was uploaded in 1080p, only a much lower resolution version can still be found online. Due to Saban's secrecy regarding the project, it's not known how far in development the film got before cancellation.
Check out our new look. So, do you like it?
In April 2006, DreamWorks Animation had the rights to develop a computer animated film adaptation of Punk Farm, which is a book written by Jared J. Krozaka. It would have been produced by Kevin Messick and written by Jim Hedge, both of whom developed its story. But no further information of the DreamWorks version had been announced since it was announced in 2006. But DreamWorks wasn't the only company developing a Punk Farm animated film adaptation. In June 2011, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer later announced that it was developing a computer animated film based on the book. David Silverman, the director of Simpsons Movie and co-director of Monsters Incorporated, would direct the feature, and Panara Studios will be handling animation. As of May 2020, the film remains in development hell. No screenshots, no storyboards, no trailers, or any material of the film exists as of now. For this entry, I might bend the rules a bit. I'm going to talk about multiple films from a company because there is little information about the films themselves, only the company that makes them. And Ren and Stimpy film, based off the hit animated series, was in the works after Nickelodeon signed a film production deal
with 20th Century Fox to make films. Doug and Rugrats were included as well. The Ren and Stimpy film adaptation was scrapped due to Ren and Stimpy being too gross and cynical for a family-friendly audience. The deal expired before any of the films went into production. But later, Doug and Rugrats eventually got film adaptations. Doug's first and only movie in 1999, released by Walt Disney Pictures. Then 3 Rugrats movies between 1998 to 2003 through Paramount Pictures. There was also another attempt to make another Ren and Stimpy movie, but in March 2017, Bob Kent said that the Paramount Pictures rejected the idea due to negative criticism from the adult party cartoon and wanted to distance themselves from the characters. If anything, I think it was because of the John Kricfalusi allegations that were coming to light. In 2006, Warner Brothers has purchased the rights to make an CGI animated Neopets film, so they could capitalize on the success of Neopets at the time. Despite Viacom purchasing the website, Warner Brothers was still going to go through with making the movie along with Dylan Sellers and John A. Davis of Warner Brothers. But no further updates or information about the Warner Brothers film adaptation ever since it was announced in 2006. At this point, it is safe to assume it was shelved. An animated Neopets television series by Blue Ants Media is going to be coming out in 2021. I'm guessing this is what they decided to do instead of the cancelled animated Neopets film. I congratulate you all sticking by me for like the 6 years, I guess. And looks like this year's over in a few hours. Depending when you're watching this video. And I'm sorry that I didn't have as many countdowns this year. So much happened. I mean, I don't need to go into detail. So much happened this year to everybody. And to me. I had a rough start, everyone did. But for the most part, I survived 2020. We should have people make shirts, I survived 2020 t-shirts or hoodies. And, and yeah, it has been an interesting year. But this little woman right here, she's got me through the year. She's probably like, please put me down. But anyways, I'm glad you made it all, are still here watching this video. Sorry that it took long, but hopefully in the season 5, which should be starting next month or next year, I should say January, mid or late January, and hopefully y'all stick around. God bless. Happy Halloween. Since I didn't make a Halloween video really, or did I? But anyways, I'll put it out. Anyways, happy Halloween, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, but most of all, Happy New Year. And I'll see you all next year, and hopefully in the next countdown video. You all have a good one, and God bless. Can't wait to see you season 5.